Hey YouTubers, for once you're getting an outdoor video. I'm out here with my pups, Isabeau and Luna. Isabeau was the name of a character named Lady Isabeau in a movie called Ladyhawke starring Rutger Hauer and Michelle Pfeiffer. It's an oldie but goodie. If you've never seen it, check it out. You won't be disappointed. But now we're going to do some outdoor videoing while I watch the pups, because we have no gate to our fence and our youngest one likes to pull a Houdini. So here we go. You're gonna get a little bit of blurry screen while I turn this around and get it situated, but we'll go on from there. Hey Isabeau, say hi to YouTube. Yeah, she's not interested. She's a pincer lab mix. More lab than pincer. I'll go over here where I last saw Luna. I think I still see her behind the picnic table over there. My bike, my lawnmower, my mom's Black & Decker weed whip. That's what we were mowing the lawn with before I bought the mower. You can see it's a cheap Walmart special. Murray with Briggs & Stratton Intech on it. That thing has a plastic cam gear in it. I mean, come on Briggs & Stratton, you guys have been making the best motors for years, and you pull this garbage. And there's Luna. She's checking out the apartment complex over there. She is a Boxer Lab mix, approximately 3 months old, probably about 2 years old in human. Or equivalent to 2 years old in human. So she's basically the equivalent of a toddler. Headstrong as all get out. And she's, other than that, she's full of energy. We weren't originally intending to keep her, but she's become one of the family, so. And there's the street I live near. This is Broken Bow, Oklahoma, or at least my part of the neighborhood of it. This town, as towns go, are fairly small. And there's the apartment complex across the way. There's the main drag. That roof you see right there is a realty building that's owned by the same people that are our landlords. If you want to see what kind of conditions we're living in, you can see the yard's pretty well messed up. There's a widowmaker that lost the top of it. Isabeau, hush. And here's our ugly green house, or rather one side of it. Hey, well, at least we have central air. And we've got satellite. Actually, I think that dish is ours. Yes, we do have dish internet. It's cheaper, and I believe they give us more options for program viewing. There's a building there that's up for sale. I believe that's also owned by our landlord. It's a storefront. It looks like it could have been a gas station at one time. And what is your problem, little missy? Isabeau's a little bashful. She was named after Michelle Pfeiffer's character in the Ladyhawke movie I mentioned earlier. She's a little nervous, a little timid. Wasn't always that way. She's been acting a little weird ever since we got her fixed. She's actually had 1 litter of puppies in her life. And Luna is not one of hers. Actually, we kept one of hers. And where is Luna? Luna! I have lost our pup. Let's see if we can go find her. There she is. There she is. Where did you go, little missy? Huh? Where did you go? You may not get a very clear image, but you can see she's perfectly healthy. Spry as all get out. And you might be hearing a little bit of wind noise and some vehicles that'll drown me out on occasion, but I'm doing the best I can with the equipment I've got. And Gonna get time to call these guys in pretty soon. I usually give them about 5 to 10 minutes. Perfect length of time for a video. Sorry for the shaky cam. I'm trying to scratch my back without a second pair of hands. I got this leather jacket I'm wearing is kind of itchy and scratchy. No pun intended. Yeah, anybody who's seen The Simpsons have seen the Itchy and Scratchy show. Let's see. Well, she's right there. We'll pan over here to where Isabeau is. You can see my shadow. And we've gotten some utility work done recently, so there's one of the flags. So we're still house training this little girl. She's starting to get the picture, but she's not quite got a handle on it yet. Sometimes we'll take her out to do her business, and then she'll come out and play, and 10 minutes later we'll bring her in and she'll piss on the floor or poop or whatnot. She's being a typical pup, inexperienced pup, only partially trained. So yeah, wish I'd caught you a few minutes earlier before this video started, because there was a pack of Harleys rolling down the road, and I told you how much of a fan of motorcycles I am. Had a really nice tricked out Harley that rolled by, nice and loud. And I guess we're just doing a walking commentary while we watch our pups. So, and Isabeau is patrolling her little patch of heaven here. Technically this is the other, this house is broken up into 2 apartments. We're on the main section, and technically we're in the back where the other apartment backs into. There's the storage shed, but if we can ever get around to it, we can take our stuff out of paid storage and put it in there. It would drop the bills for us real nicely if we didn't have to constantly be paying storage. But my dad would argue with this, but he is a major hoarder. He wanted to take so much stuff down here with us that it would have filled an entire moving truck. And I'm talking about an 11-foot moving truck with just his stuff. We ended up forcing him to leave some of it behind. Because we didn't have room for our stuff. My sister gave up every last piece of furniture, and the one piece of furniture that made it down here got broken on the way down here. So therefore she lost every last stick of it. So she was forced to buy new furniture. I had another bicycle that was a lot nicer and a lot better built than that Walmart special over there that I showed you earlier. That's a bicycle. There's no motor on it. I've had ideas of putting a wheelchair motor on it, but wheelchair motors, as you know, are expensive. A used one can still run about $300. So, but here's a picture of the back part of the house. That little awning, that little thing right there in the center of the screen, is the neighbor's apartment. There's nobody living there right at the moment. We are the sole residents of this property thus far. We did have neighbors when we moved in, but they have since gone to bigger and better things. And here's all the grass I have to mow during the summer. You can see it's pretty brown right now because it's winter time here in Oklahoma, but you can see there is not a single flake of snow. This is typical for this time of year down here. We had a light dusting around Christmas time, but that was about it. And there's our heat pump for our heating and cooling. So, in some ways we're living high on the hog, in some other ways we're not. Like for instance, we live in the heart of Tornado Alley, and this is our storm cellar with no door. I don't know when it came off, or it was pulled off by humans or Twister, but the lady that owns this place said she was going to get a carpenter out here to put a door on that. But she's been, needless to say, taking her time. Partially because she doesn't think the threat of tornadoes is that high here. See, Broken Bow is in the kind of like a valley of the Kiamichi Mountains, which are low rolling hills basically, but they're still high enough to be considered mountains. So we get, as a result, anyone that knows meteorology and geography, he knows that mountains will often shield you from severe weather like tornadoes. So if there is, on the slim chance that we get a tornado through here, that shelter is useless to us. Luna! Sorry, I gotta call my dog. This is our little pesky little critter. She's a great personality. Like I said, a little headstrong, a little stubborn. That's the boxer in her. She knows I'm talking about her because she wags her tail every time I talk about her. And we're over 10 minutes, so I'm going to cut it off here. And I'll talk to you later, YouTubers.